Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for November the 1st through the 15th. And of course, I'm inspired by today and tomorrow's new moon, depending on where you are in the world. The new moon in Scorpio is focusing on the power of no. And when we are able to say no, it helps us to limit and determine where our energies go. So, for example, when your consent is required or obligated or expected, then that again is taking away from our power to choose. We must be able to choose how we distribute our energy, just as we spend money. We must equally be circumspect about how we spend our energy. So, Scorpio, I'm going to get started by reading the bottom of the deck. And the card here is introspection. This number 9 card is the same as the Hermit card. It definitely gives me a little bit of the Hanged Man vibe, but here we have the lantern, the torch in this case, as a wand of light ignited, leading the path, and she is on the snowy cliffs, the snowy peaks of the mountain. Here, this represents the effort, Scorpio, to look for answers within, to turn to those authorities, to those elders and ancestors that would have the information that you seek, the authorities that you recognize. That can be the past, examining your past more closely for the answers, or literally seeking amongst the heights, the spiritual heights, for the answers to our questions. And in so doing, in pursuing this journey, you are gathering information that can be shared with others in such a way that you, Scorpio, in your season, become an example for others. The Sun cards describe you right now, Scorpio. There's the Two of Cups, the Warrior of Cups, which is the same as the Knight of Cups, and the Nymph, or the Page of Swords. So, Scorpio, the Two of Cups shows you to be sublimely connected. This is a connection, a friendship in which you are naked and thoroughly yourself. This is a connection that feels as though it is a connection with your home, the home of your heart. This is somebody or something in which you know and are aligned with each other in such a way that transcends the present moment. This is a person or your higher self that knows you beyond the circumstances that you are in and feels familiar, as if this is a connection you've always known. In this particular context, I'm seeing this as you and your higher self, but it can also be a significant relationship that is showing you something critically important about your path right now. The Knight of Cups is indicating your willingness to explore your emotional terrain, the ability to delve into, to pursue your emotional experiences or the emotions that you've gained from all the experiences that you've had. This is you looking at expanding your experience of emotions, looking at expanding the sense of not only the literal emotions, but the expansion of those, the growth of those experiences, learning to have more joy, and as well as a greater witness to an acceptance of self and a knowledge of yourself as an emotional being. The Nymph of Swords is the Page of Swords, and it's interesting that you are not only exploring your emotional landscape, but you're also looking at your thoughts, opening up to the thoughts that create your present reality, opening up to an understanding that as you think, as you observe your thoughts, as your thoughts create your behaviors, which create your realities, that you are indeed understanding greater what thoughts lie beneath these experiences and how those thoughts are being shifted in order to accommodate more experiences, a new reality, a new expanded reality. The moon cards tell us a little bit about how you got where you are, a little bit of the experience of your current circumstance, the Five of Pentacles, the Warrior or the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So this sees you looking very much at new, heartfelt options. These options are coming out of this newly arising sense of self-knowledge, this new natural sense of your innate gifts and talents, the things that gave you pleasure naturally, that arise from a sense of innocence and pleasure and an honest pursuit of your desires. The Seven of Cups can mask the most appropriate choice for you by being overwhelmed with all the options that you can imagine. So this, in addition to reflecting a time when your imagination was free, when you connected directly to your higher self, when you were perhaps in greater alignment with that self, when there was less separation from the you that was being cultivated to the you that came into the world as yourself. There is one path that is more in alignment than others. And so this time can be confusing in terms of the emotions that are opening up and the possibilities of those emotions. The Five of Pentacles indicates some sorrowful sense of loss that is the result of your decision to move away from the familiar, from the conventional, from the path that has been given to you. So I do like to think about the Hierophant when I see this Five of Pentacles, because this is indicating the need to diverge from the expectations of others. And in so doing, you no longer feel that community of the past, perhaps your family of origin or the school that you went to, your alliance with that is no longer the road for you. That is no longer your path. You desire to diverge and go off in another direction. The Warrior of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, like the Knight of Cups, is showing you to be willing and open to expand your sense of the material reality, to expand your reality, to build and explore new realities, just as you are exploring new emotional states, new senses of satisfaction and challenge, and opening up your heart into the appreciation of new expanded worlds. So this shows you willing to plan, but more than plan, it is to explore the variety of plans and strategies that exist for you in attempting to move away onto a new path, to move away from the conventional. These cards show where you're negotiating a solution to these different paths open to you, how you're solving this. the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. So interesting, 10, 9, 8. Of course, we have 7, no 6s. So the Ten of Wands shows actually you working incredibly hard. I see that you are, again, moving away from something that you've invested mightily in. You've put a huge amount of work into your current job, your current organization, your current relationship. And that while achieving or completing a goal, you're also thoroughly depleted by that. You have met the needs and obligations, the expectations of others. You have provided in this monumental effort that you've made, but you are exhausted by it. As you're leaving what is familiar to you, you are cultivating essentially the Nine of Pentacles, which mirrors the Nine of introspection. So this is powerful in that I feel like this sense of modeling that you are now able to accomplish here. This example you set is of the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is the independence, Scorpio, the self-reliance that is so important to you, the resourcefulness that comes from so deeply within you, and your ability to hone and craft your inner resources so that they become of value to others, so that you offer them as values of your own work, your own efforts, but also the value that you bring to any situation. That sense of being able to meet your own needs provides a tremendous sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. And this is exactly the direction that you're moving towards, independence. As you continue on your journey, this is by no means your stopping point. You're continuing to work and move forward. I'm going to clarify the introspection card here. So I'm going to push this deck aside and clarify with the Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Beautiful. What I find so beautiful are the sixes, this balance that we see here. The sixes were indeed what was missing before. I saw 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And the sixes here show a couple of different things in the middle of the Ace of Wands. So you are endeavoring to start something new. You are newly inspired. So the sense of independence grows into your ability to start on a new path. The Six of Swords shows and emphasizes your need to move away from the chaos, from the conventional, from something that you've worked so hard at, you've put so much energy into, but now no longer is satisfying your needs and is exhausting you as you meet so many of the needs of others. The Six of Cups is indicating again that greater sense of innocence, and I'm getting that from the cups here. This time of greater purity, of desire, of talent, of interest, of abilities, of pleasure, and a greater ability to understand the ebb and flow of love and sharing in your life. So this is a giving and receiving as much as it is kind of balancing this experience in the past, this ability to reconnect with that part of yourself that experienced this tremendous self-love and self-knowledge to your current circumstances, so that in fact you are empowered to begin anew, afresh, with all the gifts and all the talents, all the resources that you have earned. Scorpio, I'm going to finish this off with an oracle, a crystal oracle. And what does Scorpio need? Oh, I love it. I love it when I find a new gem that I haven't seen before. This is a Brazilianite. And the key word is flexibility. I'm flexible and free to be me. Scorpio, I'm going to leave it here. Again, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot. Thank you for your presence. I so appreciate you being here. If you've enjoyed this reading or found it useful, please like my videos. It lets me know what you find useful and of interest. And if you're so moved, please subscribe. Until next time, Scorpio, Namaste.